everybody, my name is Tyler Patterson. I'm an 18-year-old foreign exchange trader. I trade currencies within the foreign exchange market. I have a company called Powerhouse Investments LLC where I teach and show people how to trade currencies in the foreign exchange market. And today we are going to be talking about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is a big part of the foreign exchange trader, and if you are an investor or you've been trying to get into investing, I'm pretty sure that you have come across Bitcoin as one of the things that is hot and trending, right? So a lot of people don't know how to actually invest into Bitcoin and don't actually understand its history and how it works. So that's what I'm going to explain today, right? So the first Bitcoin came out in 2008. It was created by a man named Satoshi, and the first Bitcoin was valued under $1, right? Satoshi kind of forgot about the Bitcoin until 2012 when it started to get media attention, and it was valued around $200. So imagine you see this on the news one day, you buy one Bitcoin just because it's only $200, right? A couple years later, maybe 5 years later, actually, in December 2017, the Bitcoin actually shot up to close to $20,000. So imagine you make an investment, kind of like stocks, you make that investment and you kind of forget about it. A swing trade, if you into, trading types, that's kind of a swing trade, you're holding it for 5 years, and imagine you look up and you're $20,000 richer, because after you sell that Bitcoin, after it is valued at $20,000, you're going to go ahead and you're going to sell that Bitcoin, and then you're going to profit all of that money off of it. Now imagine you having 3 Bitcoins or 5 Bitcoins, or imagine you knowing about this asset when it was just $0, or when it was just $1 or $10 or $20. You would have had a big come up because you would have been able to buy multiple Bitcoins at a time and then sell them off when the price got up to $20,000. So after that time, a lot of people tried to get into the Bitcoin wave or the cryptocurrency wave and started to invest. And so that's what I'm basically here to explain on how you can get into it. So Bitcoin is the first decentralized currency, meaning there are no banks or one specific person that is controlling the market of the Bitcoin. Bitcoins are basically digital coins that you send through the internet. So your computer, your phone, tablet, iPad, all of that good stuff, that's how you send it from person to person. Bitcoins minimize fees for business owners. It's easy to get to, easy to buy, etc., etc. So how does Bitcoin work, right? Bitcoin, like I said, is transferred from person to person without going through a bank or anything like that. So literally, you send the Bitcoin to a person, and then 30 or 40 minutes later, you look up and they actually have the Bitcoins directly to their phone without any fees or any charges. Like, say you're using like Cash App or something, and then you want to cash out at that moment. You have to either, it's no either. You're going to have to pay a fee on that money. Or, if you don't want to pay the fee and you want to, go through the bank, you actually have 1 to 5 business days to actually get your money through Cash App, PayPal, or anything like that. And then there's actually somebody that's keeping track of your money. So after you make a certain amount of money, you got to report it to the IRS. You can use them in any country. So if you ever try to buy anything, or say you go, to another country, you have to make that exchange rate Forex and convert your money over. But and you can lose some of your money when you convert it over, because every country doesn't value a certain currency the same way. So if you have, a group of Bitcoins, you could just use the Bitcoins to buy things in another country. Your account cannot be frozen. It cannot be overdrawn when you are using Bitcoins. Bitcoins are kept in a digital wallet. So it would be something like a bank account, right? Something like a bank account is a literal wallet on your phone. If you download like any type of Bitcoin app, and it's kept secure by a actual phrase that only and it's something like crazy, like pancakes, cars, walk, dog, fruit, ketchup, sink, bath, something like that. It's like a 10 to 16 word phrase, and you actually have to write this phrase down. Like, they literally don't let you leave the screen and put it in your notes. You literally have to write this phrase down and keep up with it, because if you ever switch your phone, then you would have to log back into your wallet, and the only way that you can get back to your wallet or recover your wallet is if you actually know that phrase. So if you don't write that phrase down, you think it could be commemorated to memory, that's kind of going to be something hard to remember because the words are so random. And if you don't remember it, then all your Bitcoins are going to be lost. So that's basically how you can keep up with all your Bitcoins at one time. Bitcoins are kept track of on a ledger called a blockchain. So that blockchain literally is a public record of every Bitcoin transaction that has ever existed, right? It's not like a bank account, but it's literally like a way to actually keep track of who sends who what, but it's not public. It just, all it has is Bitcoin addresses. So Bitcoin addresses are, I don't know how long they are. I was gonna lie and say like a number. I don't know how long, Bitcoin addresses are, but it's literally a series of letters and numbers in combination with each other, and they're unique letters and numbers in a combination, and only like one specific person has a Bitcoin address to send to a specific another person. That's why when you are buying Bitcoin and sending this to somewhere else, it's important to copy and paste exactly, because if one letter is off, your Bitcoin could be lost in the atmosphere of Bitcoin for forever. So it's important to keep up with that. But basically the ledger is just one big thing that says blank sent money to blank. So my name is Tyler. Say I wanted to send money to someone named Megan. That ledger would just be a public record that said I sent however many Bitcoins to Megan, and then it is confirmed on a blockchain. Before money can get sent, the blockchain goes through 6 confirmations before the money can get sent. So those confirmations are made by people called miners. So miners are people that basically solve Bitcoin equations, if you will. I'm still trying to understand that aspect of it, but people that solve Bitcoin equations that basically get Bitcoin from one place to another, right? And so these, that's how the ledgers are kept into balance. And basically miners are awarded Bitcoin, one whole Bitcoin or more. I think it's like maybe, I don't even know how many it is, but basically miners are awarded Bitcoin every time they solve these mathematical patterns that get Bitcoin from one place to another. So the value of Bitcoin fluctuates just like any other currency in the world. When it first started out, it was under $1. It went all the way up to 20,000. Right now the value is a little over 8,000. Last time I checked, it was like 8,400, and experts say that in 2020 it will go surpass 100,000. So the way that you can actually invest into Bitcoin are 2 ways: unleveraged positions or leveraged positions. So unleveraged position is basically when you buy Bitcoin and hold it in an account. So you can literally, buy it from anywhere that sells Bitcoin, and you can hold it. It doesn't have to be one whole Bitcoin. If you have $100, you can buy, a piece of a Bitcoin, a percentage of a Bitcoin, and then have that, maybe add to it as you go along. And then as the currency fluctuates up and down, that's basically how you're investing in it. And then when it, say you buy it at 8,000, if it goes up to 10,000, whatever that, difference is, say you bought, okay, a better example, if you bought one whole Bitcoin, so if you bought it, right now it's at 8,000. So say you bought it at 8,000 and it went up to 10,000. Then now you can sell it and make a $2,000 profit. So like I said, you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin if you just want to start off slow. If you don't have the money to do that, you can buy pieces of it, and then eventually, if you're lucky, you get to a whole Bitcoin. And if you got a whole Bitcoin, then you are wealthy. You really that, right? But another way that you can invest into Bitcoin is basically leverage trading on MT4. Oh, my voice. Leverage trading on MT4. So MT4 is basically the platform that people trade foreign exchange currencies on, but you can also trade other currencies like Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, indices, metals, stocks, futures, etc. So literally on the MetaTrader 4, it will be like you're buying a forex pair. You just literally click buy or sell, and then if you predict that the market is going to go up, you buy into that market, and then you make money off of it. If you predict that the market is going to sell or go down, you sell and make money off of that. Each pip is counted by the dollar. So for example, if Bitcoin is at 9,000, and then it goes to 9,001. That's 1 pip. So say you have a standard lot, you have now made $10 per pip, right? Say you have a mini lot, which is point 10. That's $1 per pip. So say Bitcoin goes from 8,000 to 9,000. Then from that 8,000 to that 9,000, that would be $1,000 on a mini lot position. So those are the 2 ways that you can invest in Bitcoin, and eventually I'm going to make a video on how you actually buy Bitcoin, like what are the platforms that you can buy Bitcoin on. But that's it for today, everybody. I hope I brought some type of value to your life by making this video. If you want my contact information, it will be over here. Comment, like, subscribe, keep supporting me. So thank you guys. And if you got any more information on Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, you can drop it in the comment box to help somebody else that is researching the topic. Bye.